Right, it's running. It's got a light on it. And it's running. I got a Red Sea Red Sea LED 50 on it. Seems to be good thingy. And it hits this tank, which is the next little project. I'm going to put a drain in it, and it's going to be a NEM tank. But yeah, it's doing quite well. Got 2 little test frags in it. And that one, see how they get on. I haven't got, as you can see, I've got no fish or anything yet. I've had to do a little adjustment on the sump. That is the water reservoir. That will be changed, but it'll be alright for now. With the little clip, which lets it into this chamber. I've got filter floss because the sock was overflowing because of the amount of water in it. So that it was overflowing because it was literally, it's about 1.5 inches from the top, 2 inch maybe. And I've got carbon in there, which really it should be in there, but the water flows over here and down. So I could put it over there, but I've just got a temporary heater in it at the minute. Just for now. Got the auto top up. Pumps in the far corner, got more rock there, and that's full of rock, so that should be enough media. I'm hoping. You're probably talking maybe 10 to 15 kilo ish. I've got my bubble trap when I put my skimmer in there in this section. Hoping that my heater will fit in there and my skimmer will just fit in because it's a fair sized chamber. It's probably just over hand size. So my skimmer will go here. I'm hoping I can stick the thingy there below water, so if it ever empties, it's still below the water. Other than that, that's mainly it. I'm just focusing now on the next part. So overall, it's run on a Nero, as you can see there, and it's on a Nero 5. Bit big for this tank, but it's only running at 5%. Obviously the weir, the inlet, well, the return, it's going down. I managed to stop the sucking noise from the weir by doing that, a little trickle down the thingy, which is a lot quieter. Like a lot quieter. I've got this on at the minute, but I can take that off. So there, some nice little frags to see how they get on. And the light does hit the side of this. If I switch this light off, see, it might just be enough for the NEM. Maybe I'll test it and see. Now you can see the proper colours on the frags. They are quite bright. But yeah, that's mainly it. Let's see how it gets on. I've got no fish or vertebrates or anything in there yet, but I will do. My next plan is switch the light back on. My next plan is I've drilled 2 holes. Well, you can't really see, but if I take this off, you might be able to. Yeah, there you go. Ignore that. I've got 2 holes there, inlet, outlet. And what the plan is to go up here, drill a hole. Hopefully it'll work. Move that on my way. Go in so it's like that. Put a piece of pipe in here and just split, put like ridges down it so the water just flows into it. Then it'll fall down through one of them into here. Then the return will be just like a bulkhead coming out of somewhere, anywhere here. Bulkhead with a cage over it, stop the NEM from going down. And then that will hopefully, because it's only a small tank, as you can see, that will create the circulation for the thingy. I will put a bit of a sand bed in and a bit of rock in it, and that'll create the circle effect in. And then I can drop it down through that hole, down here, I can go into the pump section and put another pump in there. As you can see, that's tiny, there's quite a lot of room in there. So hopefully it all works out. I'm getting some tiny bubbles, but other than that, it's not too bad. It is collecting some dirt though. Ignore all this, this is all on the sump, it needs a bit of a clean over. But yeah, seems to be working quite well. I've now got the temperature on it, which is set there, but I can set it. So if I click set, it's set at 26. I want it set at around 25. I don't really want it, I'll put a 1 degree on that. And I won't let it go 1 degree over. And I'll just put a 1 on that, I don't actually know what that one is. There we go. So that's the D&D, the temperature control. And then I've obviously got my TMC reef pump, which is a really good pump. It's only 1,000 litres, it's a little baby, but it's brilliant. I have got my Red Sea panel down there, and all my wiring's hid behind that board, which tidies up a tiny bit. I've got the insulation, my light, and then my sockets at the back, so you can't really see them, unless you look down, but this will be boarded and all insulated, and it will eventually have a door on. But yeah, that's it up to you. These things are genius as well, that you clip over your phone. There you go. So yeah, they're doing quite well. I think they're the Rastas with I think with them in, maybe, because it's got the 2 different ones just on the side there. Them ones are different to them ones. Better if you look down, but see the red ones, so I don't know if they're the same or not, but we'll soon find out. Hopefully they grow as fast as the ones doing yours. But yeah, the bottle of colonies in, shouldn't really have put it into fish in there, but it's already pre-thingied rock anyway on my other tank, so the rock's been in the sump. But just hoping now that it'll get there. Got all my stuff. Oh, I've got my carbon, the Red Sea one, because it's less dust off it. The other one just like clouds your tank completely. But yeah, so then now it's that project. I can get a lid to go over that as long as I leave a gap in it for the air to get in, basically. But other than that, it's all running. It's all running quite smooth. I've got a good little bit of flow. Good little bit of flow. I could leave it like that if I wanted to. Don't know if you can see the tiny bubbles inside it, but it's moving quite well. It's quite a decent bit of flow. That is literally running at 5%, because if I put it on anything powerful, it blows this everywhere. But yeah, that's it. So that's my next project, unless I alter this somehow. Do a new one soon.